In this video, we're going to cover another PHP data type. It's Booleans. So let's create a new file in PHP and call it data types Booleans .php. Okay, so let's open this using brackets. We're going to import the content from the previous file. Okay, so in the next video, I'm going to skip this step so you can start doing this on your own. Okay, so now we're just going to change the title to data types Booleans, and also let's change the header to Booleans, and we're going to empty the PHP tag. Okay, so if you go to the browser and go back to the PHP folder and refresh, you can see the new file there. Just click on it, and now we've got our file, and we can see our heading there. So okay, so as we have seen in the JavaScript section, Booleans, they are binary variables with one of two possible values, either true or false. Okay, so let's create our first Boolean variable and call it Boolean variable 1. Okay, so and let's set it to the value of 5 less than 6. Okay, so let's dump this variable using var dump. Okay, and let's see the results on our web page. Okay, so you can see that the type is bool for boolean, and the value of our variable is true. Okay, all right, so let's create another variable just after the first statement. I'm going to call it boolean variable 2, and we're going to set it to 3 greater than 5, for example. Okay, so we know that this is false, and let's dump the second variable. But let's have a line break between the two statements, so we're going to echo our br tag. Okay, so if we refresh the page, you can see that's the second variable. You can see the type is bool for boolean, and the value this time is false. Okay. Okay, so now let's have a look quickly at some logical operators. So we're going to create a third variable. So we're going to call it boolean variable 3, and this time we're going to create it using the first and the second variables. So let's set it to boolean variable 1, okay, and boolean variable 2. So the third variable is going to be true only if both the first one and the second one are true. Okay, so let's dump the third variable and see the results on the web page. So you can see that it's false, and the reason why is because the second one is false. Okay, we can also try the logical operator OR, which we can build using 2 vertical lines. You can find a vertical line just next to the shift button on the left of the keyboard. Okay, and now the third variable is going to be true if one of these 2 variables is true. Okay, so let's try, refresh the page, and we can see that it is true. Okay, one last thing, let's echo the opposite of one of these variables. Okay, so to transform a variable to its opposite, we just add an exclamation mark at the beginning of the variable. Okay, so let's have a line break and just echo the opposite of the first variable. Okay, so if you refresh the page, we can see that the first variable is true, and we are printing here the opposites, so it's false.